Sleep is not an optional luxury. It is a non-negotiable biological necessity. It's honestly the most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day. Think of it like a life support system that your body plugs into every night. While you are unconscious, a flurry of essential maintenance work is happening behind the scenes. Your brain is busy consolidating memories, moving important information from short-term storage to a more permanent long-term vault. This is why, studying for an exam and then getting a full night of sleep helps you remember the material far better than pulling an all-nighter. Sleep is the ultimate memory enhancer, provided to us free of charge. Furthermore, sleep is a powerful cleanser for the brain. During your waking hours, metabolic byproducts like a toxic protein called beta-amyloid accumulate in the spaces between your brain cells. It is during deep sleep that the brain's waste disposal system, known as the glymphatic system, kicks into high gear. It uses cerebrospinal fluid to flush out these toxins, much like a janitorial crew cleaning a building after everyone has gone home. This nightly cleanup is critical for maintaining cognitive function and has been linked to preventing neurodegenerative diseases later in life. Ignoring sleep is like allowing trash to pile up in your mind's most important corridors, eventually leading to significant blockages and functional problems. Your body also relies on this period of rest for critical repairs and recalibration. Sleep is prime time for growth hormone to be released, which helps repair tissues, build muscle, and mend cells damaged throughout the day. It's the reason athletes prioritize sleep as a core part of their training regimen. Your immune system also gets a powerful boost. Sleep replenishes your arsenal of infection-fighting cells, making you more resilient to viruses like the common cold or the flu. A single night of poor sleep can significantly weaken your immune response, leaving you vulnerable. It is a fundamental pillar of our health and vitality. In essence, sleep diligently serves every major system within your body. It recalibrates our emotional circuits, allowing us to face the next day with a calmer, more rational mindset. It regulates our appetite by balancing the hormones that tell us when we are hungry and when we are full. It even helps maintain a healthy cardiovascular system by lowering blood pressure and giving our heart a much-needed break. To shortchange sleep is to shortchange every aspect of your well-being. It is the single most important action you can take to improve your life, starting tonight. When we fail to get the sleep we need, the consequences are neither subtle nor delayed. The very next day, the impact is felt throughout our brain and body. Cognitively, you operate at a significant deficit. The prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain responsible for logical reasoning and decision-making, becomes sluggish. You might find yourself struggling with simple problems, making impulsive choices, or having difficulty concentrating during a meeting. Your memory recall becomes unreliable. You may forget where you left your keys or struggle to remember a colleague's name. This is because, without sleep, the brain circuits for creating new memories effectively shut down. Emotionally, sleep deprivation turns up the volume on our reactive, primitive brain centers, particularly the amygdala. This region, responsible for generating strong emotions like anger and anxiety, becomes hyperactive. At the same time, the connection to the rational prefrontal cortex is weakened. The result is an emotional seesaw. You become more prone to mood swings, irritability, and emotional overreactions. A minor inconvenience like spilling your coffee can feel like a major catastrophe. This emotional instability not only affects your personal well-being, but can also strain your relationships with family, friends, and co-workers, who may find you uncharacteristically difficult or negative. Physically, the body also bears a heavy burden. Your reaction time slows down and your motor skills are impaired, which is particularly dangerous when driving or operating machinery. In fact, driving after being awake for 19 hours is equivalent to driving with a blood alcohol level over the legal limit. Beyond the immediate physical impairment, sleep loss disrupts your metabolic health. It can increase your blood sugar levels, pushing you closer to a pre-diabetic state. It also triggers an increase in the hunger hormone, ghrelin, and a decrease in the satiety hormone, leptin, leading you to crave unhealthy high-calorie foods and eat more than you need. Over the long term, chronic sleep insufficiency is a fast track to a host of serious health problems. It is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease, including high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. It significantly weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and even increasing your risk for certain types of cancer. Furthermore, the link between a lack of sleep and mental health disorders like depression and anxiety is incredibly strong. Seeing sleep as a pillar of health alongside diet and exercise is the first step toward preventing these detrimental outcomes and safeguarding your future self. The journey to peaceful sleep begins long before your head hits the pillow. The most crucial step you can take is to establish regularity. Your body and brain thrive on routine. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This consistency anchors your internal 24-hour clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. When your body knows what to expect, it can more efficiently time the release of sleep-inducing hormones like melatonin and wakefulness-promoting hormones like cortisol. Think of it like setting an appointment for sleep. When you keep that appointment consistently, your body learns to be ready on time, making the process of falling asleep far easier. Creating a cool, dark, and quiet sleep sanctuary is the next essential piece of the puzzle. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by a couple of degrees to initiate and maintain sleep, so a cool bedroom is paramount. Aim for a temperature around 18 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Darkness is equally critical. Light is a powerful signal to your brain that it's time to be awake. Use blackout curtains and cover or remove any electronics that emit light. Even a tiny amount of light can disrupt melatonin production and fracture your sleep. A sleep mask can be an incredibly effective tool for achieving total darkness, signaling to your brain that the day is truly over. You must also manage your exposure to light and stimulants throughout the evening. In the last hour before bed, dim the lights in your home and, most importantly, put away all electronic screens. The blue light emitted from phones, tablets, and computers is particularly potent at suppressing melatonin. Instead of scrolling through social media, create a relaxing wind-down routine. This could involve media group, person reading a book in bed under soft bedside lamp, person relaxing in warm bath with candles, person stretching on a yoga mat in a calm bedroom at stock at distribute _equally, reading a physical book, not on a backlit device, listening to calm music, gentle stretching, or taking a warm bath. A warm bath is clever because it raises your body temperature, and the rapid cool down you experience when you get out signals to your body that it is time for sleep. Finally, be mindful of what you consume in the hours leading up to bedtime. Caffeine, a stimulant that blocks sleepiness signals in your brain, has a surprisingly long half-life of about 5 to 7 hours. This means that a cup of coffee you drink at 3 p.m. can still be affecting your brain chemistry at 10 p.m., making it harder to fall asleep and reducing the quality of your deep sleep. Alcohol is another common culprit. While it might make you feel drowsy initially, it is a potent suppressor of REM sleep, the stage vital for emotional and mental restoration. It fragments your sleep, causing you to wake up throughout the night, even if you don't remember it. One of the most pervasive and dangerous myths is the idea that you can catch up on lost sleep during the weekend. While sleeping in on a Saturday might make you feel temporarily better, it does not fully erase the debt you have accumulated. Many of the complex cognitive and physiological benefits of sleep, such as memory consolidation and metabolic regulation, are lost for good. It is like trying to study for an entire semester in one weekend. Some information might stick, but you will miss the depth and nuance. You cannot reverse the damage done by consistently depriving your brain of the nightly maintenance it requires. The only cure for sleep loss is prevention. Another common misconception is that older adults simply need less sleep. While it is true that sleep patterns change with age, sleep can become more fragmented and less deep. The brain's fundamental need for a full night of sleep does not diminish. Older adults require just as much sleep as younger adults, typically 7 to 9 hours. The problem is not that they need less sleep, but that their ability to generate that sleep is often impaired. Believing this myth can lead older individuals to accept poor sleep as a normal part of aging, rather than seeking solutions for underlying issues like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome that may be disrupting their rest. Many people believe that being able to fall asleep instantly, anytime and anywhere, is a sign of being a good sleeper. In reality, this is often a major red flag, indicating severe sleep deprivation. A well-rested individual should typically take about 10 to 15 minutes to fall asleep. Nodding off in less than 5 minutes suggests that your brain is so starved for sleep that it is teetering on the edge of unconsciousness, a state known as a microsleep. It is a sign that your sleep pressure is overwhelmingly high, not that you are skilled at sleeping. True sleep health is about quality and consistency, not the speed of onset due to exhaustion. Finally, there is the myth that hitting the snooze button in the morning is a harmless habit. Each time you hit snooze and drift back into a light, fragmented sleep, you are repeatedly jolting your cardiovascular system with a stress response. Moreover, this fractured, low-quality sleep does nothing to make you feel more rested. In fact, it can lead to a prolonged state of grogginess known as sleep inertia, making it even harder to fully wake up and start your day. The best advice is to set your alarm for the time you actually need to get up and then commit to getting out of bed when it rings, preserving both your heart and your morning clarity.